We just left the shelter 5 minutes ago, and first view of the day. Threatening rain, but it's nice right now. A little bit breezy. It's cool this morning. Welcome to day 59. Just had the first view of the day. Nice clear morning. A few low clouds down in the valley. Had a good night in the shelter. It wasn't nearly as crowded. There was 5 of us in the shelter. One lady came by after that. The shelter stage, if you will, the platform was full, and it looked like maybe she was going around to find a tent spot. Not sure if she went on. There's one more shelter 4 miles beyond our place. But for today, that's some more views coming up, so it's good to see it's clear morning, even though it's somewhat suggesting it may rain today. In 11 miles we'll get to the wayside. May have lunch there at the grill. Last year they were selling veggie burgers. That'd be good. Otherwise, we do have a little bit of cheese left, and we have a few packets of peanut butter. Could always get a loaf of bread and make some sandwiches. But that's a ways down. About 6:30 right now. Great time to be out on the trail. It's nice and quiet, and see what comes. Had several deer walking through the camp last night, through the shelter area. There's one that passed through the front of the shelter, and we're still kind of sitting on the edge, sitting on the platform, hanging out. And then when I went to put the bear bags away in the bear box, I saw another deer walking behind the shelter. So maybe we'll see more today. I think total yesterday there were about 4 occurrences of deer, 4 or 5. Last full day of the Shenandoah National Park. So one thing in Shenandoah is you hardly get away from road noise. And where we were last night, I'm pretty sure after I was in my bed, I could hear a train horn off in the distance. That's pretty common too, but that's the thing. You're often near towns, makes it convenient for getting food and such, but also it's not total silence in the backcountry. I have to look these up later, see what they are. Popular in this area. Walking through a burn area. There's saw a bunch of small dead trees, similar to these. Looks like it killed a lot of the small trees, but the big trees, a lot of them survived. There's still lots of shade here, but you can still smell the char. See it on the ground. did seem to have done a good job clearing out the undergrowth, opening up the forest. So lots of little new plants. Right in this area, not many of the trees survived. But alongside the trail, and no doubt up on the hill, signs of new maples growing. Other plants I don't recognize which ones are trees and not. But it's mostly overcast today, actually. It's a pretty steep climb. It's stinking the full sun while on the fire. Yeah, it's 11:30. Finally I had to put the, no camping there. Finally I had to put my sun hat on. Came out of the fairly thick trees, or even when it wasn't, it was more overcast. Now the sun's out, it's getting hot. And since I'm not wearing my sunglasses, I'm half blinded with my little baseball cap on. But it's only 4/10 to the wayside, 4/10 mile, and lunch break. Get rid of the packs. First time today, we'll have them off more than a couple of minutes for swapping gear and such. All right, taking advantage of the last wayside in the park. We're at Elk Wallow. Got Beyond Burgers, got a cup of soup, cold sodas. After this, we'll be leaving the park. Gonna miss this park, Shenandoah National Park. We've been in the last 4 or 5 days. Gonna miss it because we had all these stores and places to get food. Oh my gosh, the last 15 minutes have been endless inchworms hanging by a thread. In fact, I just saw one just dropping himself, it looked like, to the ground. Maybe it's a piece of a leaf. But it's just been crazy. They get on the front of my hat, and it's annoying seeing them hanging off the edge. Pull the hat off, and then this last section, I mean, that's been happening for a couple of weeks, and once in a while. But this last half mile, it happens like every minute. And by the time I pull the hat off to knock a couple off, this last time, just a couple minutes ago, there was probably 5 inchworms on my hat. Plus the ones that had to take off my shirt, my gaiter. They're just insane. We passed some people going the other direction about 10 minutes ago. So they've helped clear some out. We've often just swinging our hiking poles back and forth to keep them off our face and off my hat, and try to avoid going crazy. And day 59, we're at 22.5 miles. But a still spot tonight. There's the tent. The trail is right over there. Shelters weren't in the good locations for tonight. We either had to stop at 17.5 miles or do 28, and 28 just wasn't going to be a go. We only have 8.5 miles to get to the highway where we can try to get a ride or a shuttle into town, and to the town of Front Royal, Virginia. And we'll have to resupply. There's actually a place there for hikers to hang out, and offers free showers and such, charging devices, so that might be an option. We'll see how it goes. See you tomorrow.